a burger, a beer, a custom bike. All three are on the menu at Shade Tree Customs and Cafe, a unique eatery along the historic Route 66.
Our biggest claim to fame, so to say, is of course the motorcycle shop, which has vintage bikes, custom bikes. There's a 2014 Yamaha Bolt that's turned into a ragdoll down there. We've got one of the best beer selections in town, and I pretty much guarantee anybody will find something they've never had before, at least I hope so. And then fresh food from scratch. We keep it simple. It's lunch fare food, quick casual dining, so you're not looking expensive like a lot of Nob Hill.
The concept started simple, a location for Maine bike builder James Hugart and his friends to enjoy a well-earned meal after a hard day's work in the bike shop.
Well, I really started I had built bikes before, and I started with a little bike that I built out of junk parts I had $5.36 in it when the bike was built, and I sold it for $2,500.
From there, the business grew to multiple bikes.
We started, we actually, irony of this, Bike Coop, where the Bike Coop is now. We started, our first place was on Yale. We had a problem with the roofs not being sealed up, so we were getting evaporative gas going into their AC unit. We realized we couldn't open the place up, so we moved to 4819 Central, up across from the Highland Theater, and we were there for 2 years. And at about a year into it is when we started building this place. And the original idea on the blueprints was the shop was going to be in the basement where our storage is now. But what we didn't realize is when you have a running restaurant and you're building motorcycles and your cooks are coming down to get steaks, burgers, and you have to stop working on a motor so a cook can get around you, it's not a good idea.
So the owners started outfitting their current home in Nob Hill, next door to another icon of the Duke City, the Guild Cinema. And like any business, Shade Tree has had its share of growing pains, some being documented on Food Network's Restaurant Impossible.
We had a whole filming crew that took up the entire alley. They probably had a crew of 100 people. It was a lot of hurry up and wait. We were here from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. every single day. Definitely stressful because you didn't know the direction they were taking anything. It was pretty much, okay, now you go this direction, and they'll throw you a curveball. And Robert Irvine he holds his persona both on camera and off camera to the entire crew. That being said, he's also a smart businessman, and it was great talking to him off camera and getting some advice.
I thought the dude was awesome.
I got thrown under the bus. You
got
didn't feel that
but
under bus.
Like, he was just stoked because I built vintage Triumph motorcycles. That was, he's English. He's like, oh, that's awesome. And I'm like, oh, well, next year hit me up, I'll build you one.
Restaurant Impossible encouraged Shade Tree to try and match the price point and fare of other restaurants in Nob Hill.
Our crowd, we didn't see that didn't work for our crowd. Our crowd wanted lunch fare food at dinner time. So the new menu is about a third from Restaurant Impossible, a third of our old menu, and a third new items, and we're always looking for new stuff.
And something new is always on the menu at Shade Tree, be it new pub fare or a new custom chopper. For more information on Shade Tree Customs and Cafe, head over to casa.com.